Hi, I'm the Wandering Newbie. It's time for more Record Keeper. Today, we have my long-awaited FF14 event, the Dragonsong War / Dreams of Ice. Mainly so that they could sneak one other Final Fantasy XIV fight in here so that they could have Shiva in here. Yeah, not a lot to talk about, really. That isn't going to be hooting and hollering about the whole time. We got 3 new characters in Alisei, Harshaphon, and Astidian. All of the elf race, so all ridiculously impossible names to pronounce if you just look at them. Okay, that's a great intro. Also, yeah, I'm weirdly excited for the Kingdom Hearts stuff. I just want to see what they do with it. Also, I kind of want to see how good of characters Riku and Sora turn out to be. It seems like Sora might be a Spellblade, and Riku might be a Celerity user. Ysayle. I'm pretty sure that's how it's pronounced in cutscenes. Is Ysayle. Oh yeah, Riku has to have Darkness 5. If they don't give Riku Darkness 5, they're messing up. Anywho. First up, Lord of the Inferno. So, these are... I just want to point this out real fast. People were like, why are they doing the bonus fights in this order? So, Lord of the Inferno, Lady of the Vortex, Lord of Crags. The reason it's this order is, again, because we're trying to go more in the way of going towards Heavensward. These are the order that you would fight these fights if you were making a relic. If you were doing the initial step of making a relic. This is the order you would fight the fights in. Oh, the quest names in 14 are amazing, such as Quake Me Up Before You Ogamoro, where Ogamoro is where the kobolds live. Fantastic names all around. Anywho, let's jump into it. First up, we have Ifrit. Hold up, you sneeze. Woo! Okay. So, Ifrit is exactly a counterpart to his FF14 incarnation. Uses a lot of fire attacks, and will eventually spawn a nail that if you don't kill in a certain number of turns, he unleashes Hellfire that wipes your team. Otherwise, this Hellfire just hits very hard. I'm trying to think of some more of the really good FF14 puns. There's ones like the Ravana fight was Thok Around the Clock, where Thok Has Thok is the name of the arena that you fight Ravana in. Wait, what the? Why? There's a follow down at the bottom. That's weird. Yeah, this'll do the deed. Also, every single Primal music in this game is good. Some are amazing. Some of the songs are amazing, but at worst they are good. Main ones that I would say are only good are ones like Lakshmi, but we don't have to worry about that one until we hit Stormblood. I'm gonna make this a little less pulled out. There we go. Yeah, yo, when's Thoradin? When are the boys? Yeah, I know that they pushed out this Heaven's Word event in order to, way back when in Japan, to kind of get hyped up on Heaven's Word a bit more. But, or no, I think this was in line with Stormblood's release. I don't know. I guess they just want to push out more characters. I do hope they go back to Realm Reborn content, because there's a lot of good shit that they skipped, like Ramu and Leviathan. Really, I was hoping they would do a bit of the Binding Coil stuff, because that shit's real cool. But either way. God, I love that animation. That animation continues to just be fantastic every time. So, really the rudest things that Ifrit will do, aside from the DPS check, which we are far and away geared up for, or experienced up for in this situation, is, well, I just did it, but he does have an AoE move that will stun your party. Ah, there it is. The nail. Now, if we were truly treating this like hard mode, we would ignore the nail, but, you know. You gotta show off all the cool animations. Who are the various characters? Well, Minfilia you probably don't remember because she's not a fighter. She is like the treasurer of the team. Thancred is a bard slash ninja. Ida is the monk. Alphanod. I love that that goes over the fucking UI. It's great. Alphanod is, of course, the know-it-all, the smart boy. And Ishtola is the healer. Yeah, she's the dispatch. That's a good way of putting it for Minfilia. Oh, all these characters are from 14. Yeah, in fact, all of their class titles in Record Keeper are actually Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Because I was really confused, because Ysayle, Estidian, and Harshaphon actually have different titles. They're all like the Azure Dragoon, Lady Iceheart, stuff like that. Well, the reason that you might not have seen much of Minfilia is reasons. She kind of gets written out of the story at a point or another. But anyway, Garuda. The one thing that is upsetting about Record Keeper that doesn't fully encapsulate with the Garuda fight is you don't get that laugh. You don't get the laugh. Like, let me find it real quick. Hold up. You know what? Actually, wait, hold up. Garuda intro sequence FF14. Let me see if I can get a good, Yeah, here we go. Oh, we're gonna hear this again, but I just want to get across the good Garuda laugh. That's good enough. Anyway. There's not a lot of weak breaks that come up as randos anymore. In normal mode Garuda, you have to hide behind the rocks. That's the big thing. There are parts of normal mode Garuda, and I think original Garuda, like hard mode, where you had the oops, fuck that up. Where you had to hide behind the rocks. But we are so over leveled at this point in time with Garuda hard mode that it's barely even a problem. Yeah, hoot and holler about the Garuda. I'll hoot and holler about every one of these bosses. Except for maybe the Ultimate. Ultimate is maybe the only one that I just don't care about. Because I fought that boss all of once. There you go. She still laughs. She's still just having a good time. So, Garuda's fight is fairly straightforward until one important part of it. And that's when she spawns ads. As with, you know, many FF14 related fights, especially even their translation into Record Keeper, the boss will spawn ads. Sometimes you can ignore them. Sometimes you can't. Sometimes you must acknowledge the ads. this is one of the situations where you must acknowledge the ads. She will spawn 3, 4 over the course of it, 4, 5, 6, a number of razor plumes, and they do need to be exploded. And if not exploded, then they will explode, and then eventually you yourself will explode as a result. However, we may just DPS her down fast enough that we skip this phase entirely. Let's watch. We're keeping Alphanod on standby just in case. Ah, there we go. Feathers fall from the sky. Let's see how much health these things have. Perfect. So, mechanically, what occurs here, and is similar to the 14 equivalent, for every plume that you don't kill, the rock in the center gets damaged. And the more damage that the rock is, the more damage you take. So it behooves you to destroy the plume so that you don't damage. But these boss fights do not have a ton of health, so they kind of fall apart pretty easily. I might have actually just been able to rush her down and not even give a crap about the plume. Now, coming up next, Titan, Lord of Crags. Titan's gimmick is he just has a DPS phase. There's a phase where the heart opens and you have to deal so much damage in so much amount of time, or else you wipe. No ads in this particular version. This is an Extreme. Extreme does have ads. But since this is based off of hard, no ads. I would enjoy seeing, like, high apocalypse level of these bosses that do have the extreme mechanics. Give me, like, the what's it called? What are they called? It's like, oh, I can't remember what the particular mechanic is called. I did have a theory, Yggdrasil, of how to translate that, the getting knocked off the arena mechanic, and it's just the mechanic from Guardian Keeper, I think that's the name. Spectre Guardian from 10, which is somebody gets targeted and they have to defend, and that's how you translate the mechanic. That's it. Okay. Yeah, Garuda's multiplayer fight. Time to bring some AoE. Anyway, though. Lord of Dads. So, fun fact for the people that don't play 14, there's actually a really cool storyline thing that happens during, you know, one of the event updates. So the whole thing with primals is that they're summoned by the beast tribes in response to threats and things like that. The wills of people are pushed into the primals, and they exact those wills. There is a part where it's during Heavensward where like some people are just like forcing the primals to summon just so they can kill them, and they do it with your boy Titan here, and initially your people are trying to stop them from summoning, and during a result of this cutscene, there's this one little kobold, very young, who is there with the parents because like the head kobold is trying to do some stuff. Fuck yeah, phase transitions. God, I'm so happy they learned how to do phase transitions. Eventually this young kobold's parents are killed, which causes it to go into a frenzy, which causes it to actually summon Titan all by itself. And then you have to do Duty Finder Titan. You have to do Duty Finder Hard Mode Titan, in which all of the text for Titan is changed, but only for the person who needs to do it for the quest. It's really good. Yeah, that's a big thing, is that the primals are never actually one-to-one equivalents to what they're actually trying to summon. They're generally just the wills of the people that summon them taken form. This is extremely important because that's the reason that Bahamut is such a fucker. Bahamut was a living thing. Bahamut wasn't just always a god. Bahamut existed. Like things like Titan and Garuda never really existed. They're just approximations that the beast tribes think existed. Bahamut existed when Bahamut was killed. The dragons were taught how to summon, and they resummoned Bahamut, but what they summoned was not Bahamut. It was a being of pure anger. Then a Realm Reborn happened. Well, actually, a Realm Reborn happened because they caught Bahamut, put him in a box for like a couple years. Anyway, 14's got cool lore. Also, Titan's not too rough of a fight. He's just got that one DPS check, that's about it. All his damage is earth. Alright, it's time for the real shit. So, I mentioned that the ultimate kind of means nothing to me. The reason being for that is, this one is the boss of Som-Al, Tioman. Tioman, who is wife of Nidhogg. And I have done Som-Al all of once. They made Tioman weak to wind. Big thing is that she uses some dark attacks, mainly magic, and at one point she will become invincible and you have to destroy her wing. Wait too long with the wing being attackable, and she doesn't attack. That makes you really weak to dark. I think it lowers your resistance by 2 levels. It double imperils you. Yes, Heavensward is a story of elves and assholes. do they? I really don't remember that. Then again, it's been quite some damn time since I have done the 70 Dragoon thing. Maybe over 2+ years. I really would have thought that because he was in the fight, or the event. I really thought they were going to make Nidhogg the ultimate fight, or one of the ultimates. Really don't know why they went with Tiamat. How much am I going to be using the Aether Compass accessory? I specifically don't think I sold it. But the one thing that a lot of people didn't notice is that it is a moderate wind resist accessory, which is very nice. And sup, Cosmic Afro. But let's get into this one. There's that Heavensward boss music. Also, yeah, I brought Flare on Alphanod just to see how much damage I can get out of it. Not entirely accurate because he is an Arcanist, not a Black Mage. But it's alright. So this is the one annoying thing, and we'll see it right here with Lock. The body does not become untargetable, so that's a wasted move. Yeah, just pretend it's Death Flare. Oh man, that's his USB. Now it should be noted that the Wing does have lower defenses, but quite a beefy bit of health. So you don't want to wait too long, or else you get hit by that double peril move. But she is only an ultimate. So with proper preparation, proper debuffing, proper buffing, not terribly scary. That's for the later fights of this event. Yeah, just put a Y in there and make it Flare. Then it works. or if you're a red mage, Verflare. Alright, time for the real shit. Time to step into the amphitheater. You know what? I don't know what that accessory does. Yeah, the 14 victory music has always been really, really good. That's why there's actually like the rare fights where it doesn't use that. HP and defense, not bad if you're just trying to survive. It's in the wrong dungeon. Look. Oh fuck, it is a vault item, which has implications. Piss. Anyway. So Shiva, obviously, very ice-oriented. Does have an ad phase. You need to kill the ads or else Diamond Dust wipes your party. Is these two soldiers right here. They just pop up at a point and you need to focus them down real hard. She is weak to fire for this because high-level record keeper mechanics and all that stuff. The ice soldier is not weak to fire, so note. Who's ready for the shit? Yeah, can you turn her soldiers into toads? Wrong Shiva. But I now realize that that is the reference that they were going for and never noticed that before. Which, like, holy crap, actually. That fucking sly FF5 reference. Yeah, we'll be fine. If I have to regroup, I have to regroup. And I know exactly how to regroup if I have to. So for those wholly unfamiliar with FF14, you're in for a treat with Shiva, because Shiva is really where they started taking some of their music to a different level. Make sure we get those debuffs up. Shiva is mixed damage, though it's very easy to tell what type of damage she will deal when in the later phases, because she will be visually switching between damage types. Though, I don't believe that begins until we get the ice soldiers to spawn. Now, I believe overall, Shiva might have lower than normal health for a ultimate double plus. Sorry, I had to remember what level of fight we were on. Ah, there we go. Now she's in magic phase. She has switched to the staff. Now I'm being a bit cautious because we do want to have people on standby. Yes, for the ice soldiers. Now she has switched back to neutral for the transition phase here. I'm going to just have Minfilia keep damaging them. And that is like point to point, sort of the animation that she gets in 14. She kind of does that like raise up into the air and grab the weapon out of nothing. Okay. Back to magic phase, and it's almost time. We have passed the ad phase. Shiva. The Shiva song was one that was kind of jarring the first time it showed up, but it grew on me over time. Yes, and now she does switch to Sword and Shield, which we may not see it. She may die first. In fact, she is very much going to die. Sword and Shield is actually her most dangerous phase in Record Keeper because she gets a 3,000% chance stun on the whole party that she can just whip out at any time. But yeah, it seems like they gave her a bit reduced health in order to make up for some other things. Yes, it's in fact, yeah, the name of the move is Glacial Blast. Bash. Alright, though. It's time for my favorite fight in all of FF14. The Lord of Hive. It's time for the best bug boy. So, stop me if you've heard this one before. At one point, Ravana will summon ads, and you need to kill them or the transition move will kill you. Yes, we're getting a lot of rejoice from the chat. Unfortunately, we won't get that sound clip in Record Keeper, but thank you for the follow. Yeah, Record Keeper, especially Global Record Keeper, is really bad about getting voice clips in the game. I don't think it was in the game in the Japanese version either. So it's not like a global getting the short end of the stick sort of thing. It's just it's hard, you know? It's hard to get. Oh shit. Right, I need to follow some specific roaming warriors. One moment. The boy here is ice based, and I don't really have too much capability for ice overall. So I do need a couple of Maelstrom, Adia, roaming warriors real fast. Oh, that's not right. A lot of my ice damage that I have in Record Keeper is on BSBs, so with my restrictions for Apocalypse fights, can't really access that. You know, I own Maelstrom myself. There are a couple other ice-based BSBs that I do have, but yep, just doesn't work for supers. Unlike I can kind of shenanigan a lot of other elements on supers. And one more should just make it so we don't have to cycle through too many friend searches. Alright. Whoop. There we go. Yep, the voice rights are a damn thing. It's why it's a shame that a lot of the Type 0 and 15 stuff has voice work in it that we will just never get because of voice rights. In fact, a good big thing about Noctis's USB 2 is that there is a, like, it's like the big team-up move. Like, he teams up with every one of the boys, and he calls out to each of the boys during that USB. And we're just not going to have that in Global, probably. It's just going to be, like, silent with sound effects. Also, remember when I said fucking FF14 stepped up their music game around the time of Shiva? Welcome to the first Primal they did post Shiva. That's right, baby. They made a waltz. They made a battle waltz. Well, let's go. Just having a time with my good. Look at this animation. God, I can hear the voice clips in my head. Oh, this guy is extremely primal. He is the bug primal. He is the primal of battle. Lord of the Hive. Death to the song of ringing steel. Normally they are based off past summons. Ravana here was the first original boy they did. To very cool effect. Oh right, Good King Moomaw is technically the first one. Now, doing full mechanics here, he is currently in counter mode and will counter any physical attack. However, we are using all magic, so to hell with it. Now, eventually, I think we have to get him down to 35, or 35, 75. Yes, if you want to bring a physical team to Ravana, you bring a knight so that they can taunt. Yes, the other full-on original primal is Susanoo in Stormblood. Because, like, you know, Bismarck is a reference. You know, all that stuff. Yeah, a boss with tauntable attacks. What the? Nonsense. Fake. Lakshmi is not original. Lakshmi existed in 6. In US, referred to as Seraph. But that is Lakshmi. They just, for 14, they made her a bit more of a snake. Perish! Prelude to slaughter. I can hear the voice lines in my head. Which, by the way, if you're watching this on YouTube, you're watching it on stream, when we're done, you should really take a look at this fight with sound on, to hear Ravana's fucking voice lines. Because they are so extremely good. Feel my blades. Alright, so we're getting a bit of damage here. Also, yes, take wing, ye sons of war. Luckily, we have a Miracle Veil. Just lined up. Just ready to go. Fortunately, we're currently in DPS checkdown. You go, oh, that move's not doing too much damage, and then you realize it is doing 800 damage each hit. And you're like, whoo, wait, that adds up. Ghana. Just having a time here. Listen to this waltz. Keep it going. Yo, if you haven't seen a damn thing against Ravana until you have seen Ravana's Enrage. Ravana's Enrage is a damn sight. Which, speaking of which, I need to get Sheep Song back up. Alright, so we have actually passed the DPS phase. He only does 2 phases of butterflies. Yeah, his Enrage is instant 13 swords. Just out of fucking nowhere. Does a second transition attack. Prepare thyself. I'm going to be silent for a little bit, so enjoy. Alright, I'm back. Hi. You know, the one fucking time that Final Fantasy Rocket Keeper does pretty okay audio balance. Also, Swift Slaughter. Swift Slaughter. Krill, getting a little close there. Yeah, to be fair, Krill has a defense down on herself. Did I set this audio back to the right mix? Yep. Krill's frozen because she's in iced. She has boosted ice abilities for a period of time. Which lets her do stuff like this. I may have been holding back a bit so I could listen to the good music. But yes, The audio balance is a little wrong in the other direction for once this time, and the music's a little quiet. So again, as another recommendation, I suggest sitting down, watching a good video of this fight, and just taking in the stellar fucking song. Red Eye, if you're waiting for Rejoice in the Glory of Combat, that has already happened. That is the transition phrase. He didn't say it, but that's when he would have said it. Alright, we end the fight. We are done. Good day, sir. It was an honor fighting you. Oh, let me get a... Ooh, a little close there. Thou hast bested me. I can't actually do a good Ravana voice because they do this really crazy fucking filter that just... it sounds ridiculous. Yeah, no problem. I know the link restriction can be annoying, but it is a necessary evil, or else we get people that come in and spam bad links. It sounds like 6 bugs screaming at you at once. That is probably the most accurate description I've ever heard of Ravana. Alright, so before we jump into this, I'm gonna go do a damn thing. So people may have noticed that I haven't done a thing yet, and that's because I was saving it. I wanted to get, you know, legitimate fights of each video, or boss, on video before I did it. But, oh, it's time. Extremely, Alphanod is probably my best summoner in the game currently. Yeah, and Alphanod's just overall a good character. So, the first one is an extremely solid, just 10% boosted summon damage. Alice is not in the game yet. I assume they are going to add her for the first Stormblood event, and I'm guessing... I'm guessing she is going to be a Spellblade. Since they're... Well, there is a Red Mage equivalent, but there's about 3 characters in... There's a couple characters in 14 at this point that would pretty much be doing the same thing as her. And yes, Spellblader is what 14 is super missing. There we go. And now I have a Dive Summoner. A really big dude? Are you talking about... Oh god, what's his name? Oh no! What is his name? Urianger. The elf boy? And we wait for the response. If you're talking about from watching people, you've probably been watching Stormblood, and that's probably Gotetsu. Gotetsu was introduced in Stormblood, so we probably won't get him for a long time. And will also be our... Oh, yeah, okay, the big dude that... Yeah, no. That is also... That's not even any of the characters. Yeah, I don't even remember his name, but he is also a Stormblood only character. And I don't know if we'd ever get him, because he's kind of not super important to the story. He's kind of a side character. Yeah, like people in the chat are saying, because they're very important to the plot. We'll probably get Gotetsu, and then Alice, because they're both extremely important characters. Yeah, he's just another guy with the Echo, which is important, but he just, like, I don't think he really shows up too much in the story until the post-game. Until the post-game patches, I should say. Will we ever get FF14? Oh, I jumped in with the... We are in the wrong fight, people. Oops, we're in the wrong fight. I mean, I don't think it'd be terrible to get FF14 Krill. And the main reason for that is 14 could use a second healer or an offensive white mage. They aren't going really hard in that offensive white mage category. So 14 Krill wouldn't be the worst thing. For reference, for people who are not aware, Krill, or Kryl, as they say it in 14, exists, but it's not like the same Krill. It is just a character who is named Krill, and is also the short race, the tiny potato race. And she specifically wears Krill's white mage outfit from 5, so... Haven't really seen her in combat too much, but most people assume that she's a white mage. Right, Lalafell. But if I say Lalafell, not everybody's going to know what that means. So it's easier just to say small girl, tiny girl. I mean, the main difference is that 14's Krill is like 30. She's just the small race. Alright, so last time I was very nice to Shiva here. And I let her do her things because, you know, I do like to give out strategies and what have you. But I do also like to show off the fights because Record Keeper does cool things with the fights. This time... not so much. Yeah, Krill in 14 also super dunks on Alphinaud all the time, so I love her immediately. Oh, not that one. There we go. Yeah, post, like, about halfway through Heavensward, Alphinaud gets dunked on screen a lot. But, like, Alphinaud isn't an idiot of a character. Like, not by any far reach of it. It's just characters like to dunk on him. Because he's a nerd. Yeah, he's just a bit naive. Which, speaking of which, him being a bit naive is actually a major plot point in 14. It's more that, due to being the, yeah, paying off already. Being the grandson of, like, the Grand Mage, pretty much, he thinks that he has a lot of weight on his shoulder, and he tries to act that out. He thinks that he has to do much in the world, and sometimes fucks it up. Also, yeah, the other funny thing is, so they want him to be a summoner, but because, like, summoning, like, actual summoning and the actual summoner mechanics for 14 are, like, most of the class mechanics are usually outside of the realm for main side characters. They can't have Alphinaud be a summoner. So instead, he just progressively summons more and more powerful carbuncles. He just, like, this is my Onyx carbuncle, and then this one's my Diamond carbuncle, and, like, each one is bigger than the previous one. It's a good running joke that nobody points out. Also, fight. Well, Sid's a Machinist. Like, there is actually a job for what Sid is. It's just that you never actually see Sid fight. I have to get back on doing Magicites. I got lazy last week and just didn't do any. Yes, like the definition, like the job definition. Because the way that job works in 14, there are certain jobs that don't really get access, like everybody can't access. For instance, Dragoon. Dragoon is one that can be accessed by anybody. And that's because a Dragoon crystal is a common thing. Same thing with Paladin. Paladin crystals are, like, literally handed out. Like, when you conscribe to the Sultana, you get a Paladin crystal. Then there are things like the Summoner Crystal. Summoner Crystals are ridiculously rare. That's why you don't see rando summoners in the story. 14 does a really good job of pairing up game mechanics with story. Whoops. I hit the, instead of pasting, I hit the screenshot button again. So I gotta jump out to get stats. That's actually what makes the Machinist storyline really cool, because Machinists are literally, we made artificial job crystals. Like we went over to the Astrologian hut and just took a real good long look at their job crystals and just like figured out how they ticked, and then we made our own. And just, wait, what? We made job crystals? You can't do that. Well, we did. Also, like, the other really good touch is that like all the job crystals are kind of like jagged and like crazy looking. Or like kind of fit the job. So like the warrior one kind of looks like an axe a little bit. The paladin one kind of looks like a shield. The Machinist one is a perfect square. Like, it's just this really good thing of, like, we made the soul crystal, and, like, being engineers, they made sure it looked perfect. They took the time, they made it look nice, and that's, like, I can appreciate that. And then eventually you get a flamethrower. Like, the capstone ability in Stormblood for Machinist is a flamethrower, and it's great. 14 has a really good universe, like it straight up does. It takes a little bit to get off the ground because Realm Reborn is still a little shaky, but 14 is really cool overall. Alright, time to blow up a bug. The Dark Knight story is fantastic because it's literally Fight Club. Let's see these new aerial eggs. I just realized she drops a potion there. I've used it a lot of times. I just never noticed that she fucking drops the red potion. Also, yeah, like somebody points out in chat, a really nice thing that 14 actually does is the main character, the titular Warrior of Light, isn't just a dude. Like, you literally walk up and it's like, so what's your deal? I can see the past. What? I know everything you've done. I just can't control it. Warrior of Light definitely starts out not being a big deal. Like, your first 20 levels is like, you're a fucking errand boy. And it's just, eventually you are captured by Ifrit. And, you aren't enthralled. You don't get thralled by Ifrit. And they're like, oh... Yo, can people do that? Like, can they actually just not get thralled? Like, is that allowed? I don't know if that's allowed. Is he breaking the rules? Yeah, you can resist primals. Oops, that means you're our only weapon against primals. Feel my blades. Take wing, sons of war! God, I'm just thinking of the voice lines now. I would do Ravana for fun. I would do normal mode Ravana for fun back in the day. Because it's a good ass fight. I'll lose myself in this song. Or is she like fast mixing? Is she like doing a fast mix and then tosses the ones aside? I don't know. There is something going on in that animation that's really good that I've never noticed before, like the last use. Pillars of Heaven doesn't stun you, which is surprising because it is a move that knocks you against the wall. And usually that's their modus operandi for moves that knock you back in 14 is that they stun you. I know, but like, it's definitely some fast mixing going on if like she is actually doing the deed there. So, if this doesn't kill, then Adia will kill. Damn. Oh, I will leave this to Adia. God, just listen to that singing. There's some real, like, deep breath singing going on there. Alright. Everybody pick up your favorite Final Fantasy XIV characters. It's time for multiplayer. Some easy multiplayer. Let's blow up a boss from, I believe... Oh god, is it Vault of Stone? Apparently influenced by Mongolian throat singing. I'd imagine. I could see it. All right. Hold up. I gotta do something extremely important. Okay, well, this is an easy fucking replacement right here. There we go. That gets the same thing across. Do I want to? Okay, uh-oh and help are kind of the same, so I'm just gonna. There we go. Yeah, thou art strong. There. I need my good new stamps. Alright. I really don't have anything that I have never used. I don't really have anything that I've never used for 14. Just slide Thancred in. My very strong daggers. Okay. So again, this is going to be the easy things. I just like to do these at the end. Just as a little bit of relaxing. Here is the code. You don't actually have to bring 14 characters. It's just what I like to say. And after this, we'll look at banners, and I might be doing a draw. Because I'm a fucking target when it comes to 14 stuff. You could easily get me to pull on a banner, just make it 14 based. And I'll give this a minute or so. And then I'll start up mattering, you know, if we have people or not. It's old Shoto. Yeah, it's a low amount of mithril, and anniversary is around the corner. That's fair. Man, I know it's don't chase an item, don't hope for one item, but I really hope I get Alphanod's USB. But really, I'll settle for anything that isn't the one dupe that I have on that banner. Game, please don't do it to me. Don't do that to me. Do not give me the one dupe. I'm alright on waiting for on the Kingdom Hearts one. I'm not that obsessed with Kingdom Hearts. Like, I know it's going to be good because it's a really down-the-line banner, but I can live. Alright, whenever you all ready. God, welcome to the Thancred Show. Let me just give me a moment here. Just gonna here and then, you know, just sort of go down to this over here. Just gonna I only do it because I know you. I tease. I tease. Oh, Bug Homet. Your good friend, Bug Homet. Twin Snake Dragon Punch. Is that her super? Twin Snake Dragon? I honestly don't remember that move. Watch this real fucked up move where Bahamut only hits once. It's really fucked up seeing Thancred right next to Alphinaud because, yo, dog, those sprites look real similar. They're like borderline the same boy. You know, that is that they say Fire Raja and not Fire 4. Oh. Well, I don't know how that happened. Must have been going through and didn't remember people's names. Whoop! That's the wrong one. One moment. Be right back. Entirely wrong. But yeah, after I pull on this 14 banner, I really cannot pull on the other banner until Fest occurs. Which is a shame. I was like, if I had Mithril to spare, I'd pull on the Kingdom Hearts banner, but I just really don't have Mithril to spare. Which banner would I pull on? The first banner. Way more so than the second. Though the second is pretty good too. I just like the first one more. Also because it has Astidian stuff on it, and I'm a sucker for Dragoons. Alright. I'm starting the timer now. Gotta keep this ship moving. There we go. Oh, hey. Excuse me. I feel like I either zoned out or this is different music. That's not a real move. fake. Be prisoner, I can't believe you come into my house with these fake moves. The move where we screw over Rude by making his damage physical. Quick, kill the boss before Armageddon Blast goes off. Hell yeah. Oh no. Only 14 stamps allowed. What a good OSB. I don't even like OSBs. Hell yeah, give me them greater eggs. Egg. Egg. For a fun video that you might want to watch later, look up Upset Seal talks about eggs. It's an extremely powerful video. Make sure you get the one with subtitles. Alright, let's look at banners. Let's look at some banners. Alright, so. Banner 1 is sort of themed around Haurchefant, Astidian, Alphanod, and Minfilia. With their USBs, their bursts, and their legend materia. And then, you know, new SSBs. So, Haurchefant, aside from being a pretty pivotal thing, is Ayame worth a legend dive with just her BSB? It's a very strong legend dive with just her BSB. Ayame's BSB is the second highest ice DPS in the game. But anyway, Haurchefant's USB, Live to Serve, temporarily raise the user's defense and resistance and mind. So I think that's defense resistance 100%, mind 50%. He'll give the user a 6k HP shield, and if the user is in the front row, temporarily gain high chance to cover physical and magic attacks targeting allies in the rear row with reduced damage taken, effective against most attacks. So anything that isn't typed Nat will get absorbed this way. It's a super cover, and it's not bad, it's just extremely situational. It works in a split party and does kind of synergize well with, say, Guardbringer or Earthbringer. And I think the way it handles AoEs and how it's different than Taunt is it does. I think it does handle AoEs. I have to watch a video of this in action, but yeah, I think it eats up AoEs, which is what sort of makes it, you know, the standout here. because like this is really sort of like original Final Fantasy like 4 cover, in that Harshavon will jump in front of the character and take the hit. Does it make a character? Does it make Harshavon a permanent spawn on your team? Maybe not so much, but in events or fights where this is a good utility, it's not a bad choice. The big weakness here is that this is a purely defensive break, and it is a percentage chance on that defense. It's not a 100% chance. So that's really its big weakness. Meanwhile, Sky Dragon Dive. The Eye. 10 Wind Dark to 1 target. How do you pronounce that third name? The one with the Y. It's Ysael. Ysael. The second Y is pretty much silent. Anyway, 10 Wind Dark Jumps. Reduce the delay of the user's action for 1 turn, infuse with wind, raise attack and defense 30%, and cause Dragoon abilities to reduce the delay of the user's actions for 1 turn. So it's like Lightning USB, but weaker and for Dragoon abilities. Technically, some people would rank this stronger because they don't really care about airtime. And then eventually, yeah, when we get the Dragoon ability, that is the 5-star instant jump, this becomes way better because that instant jump ability is a Dragoon ability, so you get quick cast on that too. Cyclone Bolt, thank you. So you do that, and then you go to the jumps, so you go 3 hit, 4 hit, 4 hit, 3 hit, 4 hit, 4 hit, and you can pretty much get a ton of moves in before this runs out. Terra Flare. Now this is a returning move. Just a second. But it is deal 7 Wind Dark attacks to all enemies infused with wind and enter Dreadworm Trance mode, at which point you have increased the summon magic damage based on the ability rank, and when you finish you do Terra Flare, which I believe is the damage for that is based on the amount of summon damage that you deal while in Dreadworm Trance mode. I believe they take 10% of the damage you dealt and deal it again in Terra Flare. It's pretty good. Especially on a dived Alpha Nod, this will do work. This will do a whole bunch of work. So, I'm all for it. I like the Zeta. Call of the Stars is a very simple support move. Aside from being a holy booster, it is haste on all allies, raise their attack and magic, and resistance 30 amount. 30 amount? 30%. Very simple, very effective. Trying to see if there's any boosters on any of these. 5 groups attack for 7% of all summon damage dealt for Terra Flare. I was close. Time of Need. Aside from being called Time of Need instead of Circle of Scorn, because that's what the animation is, deal 8... So, is it a good thing that somebody pointed out recently? And I'll hop over to this just to show this off. Minfilia is a gladiator. We always refer to her as a paladin, mainly because she got like the knight moves and all that. But for the terminology of 14, she is a gladiator. She gets gladiator moves such as Rage of Alone and Glory Slash. Harshavon is a paladin. He gets Circle of Scorn, he gets Shield Swipe, he gets Spirits Within. But anyway, deal 8 physical Holy Ice for reasons, to random targets, temporarily lower their attack and magic a large amount, and grant burst mode to the user. So the attacking mag down is pretty good. Shield Swipe is a 2-hit physical Holy Ice. Attack down. Spirits Within is 2-hit physical Holy Ice. Magic down. Now, I'm just going to do a quick aside here because this speaks for itself. It's a very good defensive. Again, he's very defensive. Burst. But so the attack mag down on Rage of Alone is weird because Rage of Alone is an AoE attack with a dot attached to it. So that's whatever. Shield Swipe is a move that stuns somebody. No. That's Shield Bash. Shield Swipe is the one that pacifies them, or makes it so they can't use special attacks or physical autos. Hence the lower attack. Spirits Within, at the time of this release, this has changed. Some of these things have changed in recent 14. Spirits Within had a silence attached to it, hence the magic down. I think that's a pretty cool little reference there. Azure Dragoon. Deal 8 jump, wind, dark attacks to one target. Temporarily infuse the user with the power of wind. Grant haste and burst mode. Blood of the Dragoon. Increase the damage of the user's jump attacks a small amount for 3 turns. Grant the user Blood of the Dragoon if the user is in burst mode. If the user has Blood of the Dragoon and deals 2 jump, wind... If the user is in Blood of the Dragoon, deal 2 jump, wind, dark attacks that land immediately to one target. Cause the user's jump attacks to land immediately for 4 turns. Remove Blood of the Dragoon. Fang and Claw. Deal 4 jump wind attacks to one target with no delay before landing. If the user has Blood of Dragoon, so I think what these are supposed to do is that they are supposed to be jump elements, but they don't have an in-air animation. They couldn't make them jump without like the air, so they had to fucking clarify this. Okay, so pretty much it is a in-act mode, deactivate mode. Yeah, it's jump damage with no air time. They just put in some really fucking weird wording to explain it. So 14 references here. The second combo, though, called Fang and Claw, is a normal Dragoon combo. A combo being 3 moves. By having Blood of the Dragoon, which is a buff, a self-buff that Dragoons in 14 can do, it allows you to get an extra attack on the end of any combo hitter, an end combo hitter, like your 4th hit. So that is the actual move that you do as your 5th attack for Fang and Claw is one of those moves. Furthermore, the move that you do that removes, thank you for the follow, that removes Blood of the Dragoon is Gierskogel. Whoa, oh, it bounced out. Which, yes, it is German. It's great. I cannot spell it because it's fucking Gierskogel. Anyway, Record Keeper has that same animation, and the reference there is that Gierskogel, you have to use up time of Blood of the Dragoon to use it. It's very good. It's very good references in the mechanics of Record Keeper, and I like it. Overall, fuck, you give yourself a nice little buff that makes jump stronger. You do Fang and Claw 3 times, then you hit Blood of the Dragoon again to do a big move that then gives you instant jumps. Like, it's very good. No, that's the thing. You're not supposed to do Command 1, Command 2 4 times. You're supposed to do Command 1, Command 2 3 times, back to Command 1 to get instant jumps for 4 turns. Anyway. Like, it's a dispel move, which are normally just... Yeah, command 1, sky high 4 times. Yeah, or you could just hit command 1 2 times and then use abilities. It's a lot of flexibility for a Dragoon, and that's why a lot of people have been hooting and hollering about Astidian. Nah, an oldie but a goodie. Aerial Blast is your source of magic wind damage until a FF4 event down the line. Anyway, it's 8 summon magic wind, infused with wind, enter burst mode. Note that this is summon damage. Command 2 is 2 hits, summon wind, restore 1 ability to the user. Command 1 is 4 hits, summon wind, remove delay of the next user's action. Note, action! So, you can actually chain command 1 into the burst itself or any of your other moves. It's very strong wind damage. He can solo Golem pretty much for me. Yeah, it's good. It's just good. Cortana. The Echo. 8 physical holy, infused with holy, haste and burst mode. Command 1 is an attack down with 2 hit holy. Command 2 is 2 hit holy with magic down. Very good for debuffing and still dealing some decent damage. She is the standout because she is very early to get one like this, where, you know, she in-elemented to an element that her commands are based off of and still were support. The nice thing is if you don't want to use her as your support, you can just do the burst mode and then go to Guardbringer and stuff like that. So, yeah. It's decent. It's decent for a Night Burst. If you're already in Holy, the entrance actually does a fair amount of damage. So, it's nothing to write off. It kind of makes Minfilia a pretty good DPS Knight. It's a shame that her dive does not go the same way. Anyway, time for finally Legend Materia. Harshaphon has small chance to reduce damage taken a moderate amount with a shield equipped. It's not fantastic, but this comboed with his USB is a pretty decent combo. Also, if you can taunt and magic lore, that will do work, but it's kind of the stinker on the banner, if you want my honest opinion. Because shields really also aren't that great of equipment. They're like heavy armor, but worse. Heavy armor, but with lower stats. So your magic defense is even lower than it was before. Yeah. Anyway, over here. Hi, I'm a Dragoon that can just start infused with wind. Fuck yes. I could go 111 and only get this. Not be super happy. Like, I'll be a little upset. But there is use for this. Meanwhile, I'm a mage and I get infused wind. Meltdown exists. Tiamat exists, though is a little harder to use. If you have his burst, this also exists, but his burst also in wins and also his USB in wins. What I'm saying is, this isn't quite as standout as it could be. I think if his USB didn't in wind, there'd be a combo there. Let me just double check that real fast. Yeah, it does. So, like, all that does is it makes your first cast of a USB stronger. And again, I guess it does combo into Meltdown, but Alphanod is built to be a summoner, not a other person. Yeah, it helps you DPS early on, which I guess exists. Yeah, the problem is Tiamat is not fantastic. They really need to retroactively make those old, like Ogopogo and Tiamat, not have a condition, because at this point they are a little outdated. Who walks before? Well, Minfilia is all about stat buffs. Like, I think outside of her BSB, everything she does is a stat buff. So, stat buff extension. It makes sense. Would suck to pull only this and not have anything from Minfilia, but it's okay to have with other things. Also, I love that the Magitech shield has the fucking little Garlord symbol on it, because it did in game. And some supers. Royal Authority. Again, a paladin move. Deal 8 physical holy attacks to one target and restore a moderate amount of HP to your allies proportional to max HP. It's good. Also, I noticed that Harshavon has an elemental source. He's not a DPS. That's why. They give him damaging moves, but you'll note that every one of his moves either heals or makes your team take less damage. That's it. And that's why a lot of people sort of brush off Harshavon in Japan, because he is not a DPS. He does not deal damage. The Eye. Temporarily set the critical chance for all allies 50% and grant them a barrier that negates attacks 30%. It's alright. It'll do some work. It's a good combo with other things. That's about it. It's okay on its own, but I'm not going to hoot and holler about Draconian Eye. It's a weird chant. Yeah, that's the best way to put it. So yeah, it's a pretty okay banner. Like, it's pretty good. It's a pretty good banner overall. No real theme here, just themed around the characters. Again, I think Harshavon's and to a lesser extent Minfilia's Legend Materia are the big stinkers on this banner, as Legend Materia generally are. I thought they phased out SSBs. They're planning on it. Remember, we got events in a weird order, so we're going to be jumping around a bit there. But yeah, everything else on this banner is pretty damn good. First I'm going to do the other banner, then I'm doing my big pull. When the fuck does this music play? Oh fuck, we never saw Icicle Impact. Is there a Warmech fight? No, but I think there are enemies that look like Warmech. Oh, is Warmech in Diadem? Yes! Nice! I've never seen that. Okay, so yeah, here's the staff with fucking ice boosting. There you go. No, moving on. No. Deal 8 magic ice, infuse ice, raise the user's magic a moderate amount, and resistance. Small amounts, that's 30 each. Temporarily cause users' ice abilities to trigger Ice Brand, dealing 2 to 6 magic ice, non-elemental attacks to one target. Number depends on ability rank. So, extremely good ice DPS. Oh, this is the music for Diadem. Yeah, okay, there is no Warmech in 14 then. I would know if there was a Warmech. Yeah, this I think is king shit of the banner. I mean, I'd have to see the rest, but this is ridiculous ice DPS. Ferdinand. I think this is the don't know. It might be the... No, yeah, I don't know what Ferdinand is from. Anyway. Deal 10 range physical fire, non-elemental to a target. Temporarily infused with the power of fire. Reduce delay of the user's actions. And trigger wildfire after the delay. So, this is similar to the Terra Flare ability. And actually works off the mechanic that is Gauss-Rounds. From 14, which is that inflicts a status on the enemy, and then after a period of time deals damage based on damage that you dealt to the enemy again. So there's that. With with the addition of more elemental attacks for Machinists, it's pretty easy to do good work with this. Ferdinand is the Machinist Artifact 1 weapon. Got it. Okay. That's why it's not familiar to me. Single ranged attack, 7 single ranged attacks for 4.3% of the damage dealt with the Machinist abilities during the status. Yeah, that'll do work. With the elemental shots, you could easily get work on this on a number of bosses. The thing is, it is clearly meant to be fire-based, so there is that. But I think against a fire boss, that's fine. Kaiser Zeta. Deal a physical earth, fire to one target, infuse with fire, remove the delay of monk abilities for 3 turns, enable avoiding 3 physical attacks. I love Yida. Her stuff has never floored me. That said, it's got a great intro, it's got great in fire, and then she go fast for 3 turns. Yeah. Like I said, I can't see it, like, I can't visualize it in action, but it sounds pretty decent. And also being able to evade for 3 turns lets you kind of do a goof, where if you're fighting a physical boss, you can kind of BSB and then, you know, snap punch her up, and then activate this and go stupid fast for way more than just 3 turns. So a big combo sort of thing there, but still very, very good even on itself. Lilith Rod. It's an OSB fire based on the number of fire attacks you deal. It's OSB fire. It's an OSB. like, there's nothing to talk about. It's mage OSB. Moving on. Flareja. Diamond Dust. Deal 6 magic ice non-elemental to all targets. Temporarily lower their ice resistance. Grant haste burst mode. Command 1 is 3 magic ice attacks to one target. Reduce delay of the user's magic attacks for 3 turns. Command 2 is deal 2. 1 second. Whew. Deal 2 magic ice non-elemental to all targets. Temporary and do a magic defense bargain. This is pretty decent ice damage that can really get out of control by doing command 2 and then command 1 over and over and over again. The only big problem here, DPS wise, is that she doesn't in ice. It's a bit more supporty in that you are imperiling for the rest of your party. That said, the multipliers aren't bad, and reduced delay can just combo command 1, command 1, command 1 until you're out of burst mode, and then you can use like Chain Blizzard. Those words kind of got fucked up, but I think you know what ability I said. Yeah, it's alright. Magitech Repeater, Granado Shot. Deal 7 ranged physical earth. All targets, lower the earth resistance. Grant haste and burst mode. Command 1. Let's actually start with Command 2. It seems like this is a pretty combo-based thing. Command 2 is deal 4 ranged physical earth to all enemies. The user has a reload buff, chance to temporarily lower. Okay, hold up. I was wrong. It goes the other way. Okay. Deal ranged physical earth, non-elemental damage to one target and temporarily grant reload to the user. Reload stacks up to 3 times and adds an effect to Split Shot. Split Shot is deal 4 ranged physical earth to one target if the user has reload buff, chance to temporarily lower the target's earth resistance a small amount and remove reload. Chance to lower resistance ranges from small to high depending on the level of reload. Yeah, as pointed out in the chat, it's a little bit weird because Sid sort of shifted from earth to fire, but that's because Machina's got a bunch of fire abilities and no earth abilities, so he couldn't really support himself in that regard. Also, this is honestly not that great. You have to, you enter it and then deal 1 hit 3 times to get a pretty decent chance to imperil further. Or I guess you could just do Split Shot over and over again and just go for the very small chance. Oh no, you need the reload buff in order to even have a small chance, so it's not good DPS. It's, I guess you could go supporty in that regard, but I'm not the biggest fan of it. And also, yeah, everything else he has kind of has shifted him over to fire, so it's Sid is dual cast Machina, so take that as you will. I am. This is a if you pull it, try and make it work for like Magicite, for the Imperil and what have you. It's a pretty decent if you're just going for Imperil. It'll get some work done. But yeah, not much more to say than that. One moment. Okay. Alright, Endochain Fire Raja. Here we go. Fire Boosting Staff. Big plus already. 8 fire magic. Infused fire. Enter burst mode. Command 2. 2 hits. Mag defense. Bargain. Command 1. 3 to 6 hits mattering on your magic stat. It's one of them bursts. That is just really good. Also, Papalymo gets dual cast fire, so it's even better. Well, Net, remember that he doesn't get the further chance to imperil unless you use Command 1. So, like, unless you're just trying to chain him into the burst over and over again for Sid. Like, yeah, I guess that could work. But Papalymo, he's good fire damage. There you go. He is a fantastic fire mage. Oh, hey! Oh hey, USB not appearing on this banner. I wonder why. USB. Anyway, Asylum's pretty decent. It's a Kiraja level heal across the party. A Stone Skin 30%. Command 1 is an instant single target heal. And the Medica is a pretty decent Medica. That's it. It's very early. Not very early. It's one of the first good healer USBs, or BSBs. and it still kind of holds the test of time. I have never been a fan of her BSB because stone skins kind of prevent me from building meter at times, and that's my hot take, and that's about as far as my hot take goes. What's her USB? Bad. She has the worst healer USB in the game. Quite possibly the worst USB in the game. It's like something like a Medica with regen, fast cast 1 and evade 1. That's it. Like when you compare it to other healer USBs, it sucks. But yeah, her BSB kind of is still really good. Dual blink 1, high regen, and Gant's instant cast 1 to the user. Please tell me it has a heal on that too. Please tell me it has a heal on that, and I'm not just misremembering and giving her the benefit of the doubt. It's not even a Medica. Oh god. Anyway, Kaiser Knuckles. Well, other than being fun. Wait, hold up. When it becomes a Zeta, it loses its fire synergy. It becomes fire synergy. God damn it! Like I understand, you don't want to make the 6-star synergy, but come on. Anyway, Forbidden Chakra is 8 physical fire to 1 target, a full breakdown, and burst mode. Her command 2 is a stone skin, self-stone skin. Command 1 is 4-hit fire, raise attack, unique attack stack, and grant the user grease lightning. These can stack up to 3 times. I want to emphasize that when she has 3 stacks of grease lightning, she is pretty much in Thunder God mode, if not better. The problem is that she loses those stacks if she gets hit and takes any damage. So it's a little rough sometimes to get that super going, but if you can get those stacks stacked up, she is instant. She's ridiculously fast. But yeah, pretty good. I still really like this burst overall. Small chance to temporarily lower a target's ice resistance a small amount when using ice abilities. Fucking fantastic. Absolutely incredible. Ice in Peril is actually kind of rare. So being able to just passively in Peril, I think at like a 20% or 10%, is really fucking handy. And like, doesn't fucking cut into her DPS at all. It's just really good. Increase Magnus abilities a moderate amount when a gun is equipped. Odd. Odd is really what I would call this. It kind of puts you in a tough situation because it matters on like, do I have a gun for every realm? Do I have a 6-star gun? And all that kind of stuff. Yeah, this is a record materia. It's odd. And like very specific too, like has to be Magnus abilities, has to have a gun. It's weird. Moderate chance to cast Asuna when healing a single target with white mage abilities. Can be effective. Generally, if I want to Asuna somebody, though, I'm not looking for a % chance. That's my main complaint. Like, kind of there. Like, it's not fantastic. It could be useful in some very edge case scenarios, but Like, it's not. I'm just over here like shrugging really hard. That's not 100% Asuna. That is 30%. That's moderate chance, baby. Also, it's single target too. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying. Sorry. Yeah, if this was 100% chance to Asuna on your single target stuff, fantastic, super good. Mind you, like, we already have an ability that's that. Like, that's the other thing is, like, you can just bring Ultra Cure. Ultra Cure is this. It's... Start the battle and fired. Good. And fired is one of the best things for a mage because Meltdown exists, Chain Fire Aga exists, his Soul Breaks exist, Glacial Blast is a 8 magic ice non-elemental to 1 target and percentile heal. Good. I'd like that on the mage. That's not bad. That can save you. That can save you in a pinch. So, this one is a bit of an iffier banner. The USBs are pretty good. Like, they're pretty solid. Except for maybe... I don't like overstrikes. I'd rather have a USB over an overstrike, but whatever. This can make donuts too, in some scenarios. The BSBs are... okay. Hold up. Let me finish that statement. The BSBs are good except for Granado Shot, which is... all the other ones are very good. The Legend Materia are pretty good, iffy, pretty good. And then the Super is okay. I expect a Legend Materia. Here come Legend Materia. Oh, safe. So if I'm a scrub with no Final Fantasy XIV relics, which one is a good banner to pull on? Banner 1. Banner 1 is more all-around good. And I think that's really what it boils down to. There's some good chase items on Banner 2, but also Banner 1 is more weapon-based. Like, per capita, has more weapons. I like Banner 1 better. Banner 2 has some real stinkers on it. Anyway, time to do the damn thing. Hey, how you doing? All things considered, I can come out of this with another, when you. I think the 4 times shield is the one I don't want, and now that I've said that, it is the one that's going to be. Fuck yeah! Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah! I'm not gonna lie, this is what I wanted! This is super what I wanted right here. Like, it was, like, obviously, you don't voice the things that you super want. I did really want, Alphanod USB, mainly because I also just dived him. I still think the dive is not a wrong choice. He's one of the strongest summoners in the game. Yeah, like, I wanted something for Astidian. I really like Astidian as a character, so I just wanted something for Astidian. Hell yeah. I'm gonna look at Astidian's dive real fast. I don't think I'm gonna dive Astidian, but I don't have any Dragoons dived. Should I pull on either of these if you just started? Yeah, they're both very good starter banners. Yes, I have. No. I don't have the Echo on Minfilia. I have I have her Last Stand. Oh, also, yeah, Kingdom Hearts is coming in. I guess it's your like you have to make that decision. This banner isn't bad, but Kingdom Hearts is right around the corner. What? You can't do that! No, this is illegal! You're going to jail! Astidian, you're going to jail! Jesus Christ. Also, yeah, okay, yeah, Dragoon Boost, and then Blind Resist. Yeah, actually, hitting the BSB, that is super good combo with the BSB. I'm actually just curious what Harsh Fun stuff is. When HP low, restore an HP to the user, grant last stand. That's not bad for his whole tankiness. Like, they finally found a way to do a capstone tank materia that actually doesn't suck. And, you know, just curious on the sale. So, ice up, and then... Oh boy! Fuck! Same thing, but ice. And then who else got it? Did Sid get it? Okay, so yeah, he had double cast. Minfilia, I think, had a weird one. Why did I dive her? Why did I dive you, Minfilia? I think it was probably for the boosted holy damage. Oh, chance to lower resistance. That's not bad. Alphanod, Papalymo is double cast fire. Ida has a weird one if I remember right. Oh no, she has this double cast monk. Okay, yeah. Does Thankfully you can't have double cast ninja. Oh shit! Okay. If he gets a double cast ninja relic materia, that's pretty alright. And then she gets double cast white mage. Yeah, I might have to have a powwow with Crumb and talk about diving Astidian. What's his dive stuff? Okay, there's that 9% Dragoon, 3% Spear, which I have a wind boosting Spear, so that's alright. And then further 9% Dragoon, a 10% Dragoon there. Fuck. Fuck! Because, yeah, with Command 1, then you're getting fast cast, instant cast jumps. Well, let's do an outro. So that's it for the FF14 event. It's sad to see it go, because I know at least in the next 5-6 months we won't have another one. Either way, next time is Final Fantasy Tactics. So, I'll see you then.